Thirsty? The refreshment stand is open with everything to satisfy your taste buds. Here's the menu: the hottest, freshest, crunchiest popcorn. Each kernel popped to its fullest with that real movie time taste. Cold drinks. You'll find your favorite ice cold, tasty, and thirst quenching. And hot dogs, hamburgers, and candy too. Now a short intermission, so you'll have time to make your selection before the show begins.
Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
What? You don't quote lines from old wrestling when you gotta work on Friday? I'm sure you do. I got a monumental vlog for you this week. Let's do something fun. Hey, I'm excited. I'm out of work. No work for 2 days. Let's go have some fun this week. First things first, we gotta get the old work shoes off. Put the old fun shoes on. That's how I roll. Well, this weather turned to hot garbage. You know, a couple weeks ago, I was at the Waterford Drive-In. I got to thinking to myself, I've never really covered all 3 theaters that were in Titusville. And I thought, man, I've touched one. But to cover all 3 of them, I thought to myself, let's do a historic, monumental video and cover what Titusville doesn't have anymore. Let me take you back in time when Titusville had 3 awesome theaters in town. This is a daily. Historical visit of theaters that we don't even have anymore. Not even joking. Now, if I told you there was a theater where Middleton's office is, would you believe me? Sure you will. Because look at this pic. Yeah, something's happening. The Orpheum Theater, which is where Middleton's is now. Now, that's not the original building. They tore down the Orpheum Theater. What is going on here? Yeah, this building is not original to Titusville. This come in after the Orpheum was torn down. Totally different from what building was originally here. Now you get your back cracked. Can't watch movies here anymore. Well, probably not. It's crazy when history goes by and things change, but by 1922, this was ran by Roland and Chase Theaters. But by the 50s, it was owned by Warner Brothers. And as you can see on the sign, it says Warner Brothers on the sign. But 54. The place is pretty well dilapidated. And Warner Brothers said, we're gonna put this baby up for sale. And I've got a lot of information on this. There's not a lot of stories on the Orpheum back in the day. December 17th, 1954, the Herald reported the Warner Brothers wanted to sell the Orpheum for $35,000. Nobody bought it, nobody wanted it. Apparently it was in such bad shape they reported it. We're just gonna tear the place down. But wait! You say, Titusville needs a theater in town. And guess what? They have 2. One is still standing. But that's why I'm here to tell you. They had 2 brand new ones. One on Route 8, William Flynn Highway in Cherry Tree Township, and one here in Titusville on Spring Street. But I'm going to take you to the one that still stands. Is it active today? No, but it's still standing.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
1950, the Auto Drive-In. Home of the Pigeons. It is now. Ooh, we got a rumbling in the air. First movie ever to play on this screen. June 13th, 1950, 12 o'clock high was the first movie ever to be played on this big screen, which is now, well, it's a logging yard. The original owner, whoa, the playset over there. The original owner was Art Coons. He started the auto drive-in here in Cherry Tree Township, but then Sam Yakish Jr. bought it in 1955.
Here's the red letter date in the history of science, November 5th, 1955.
No, Doc Brown, no. How many people watching me watched the movie here? It's crazy, but the thing still stands. It still looks to be in pretty good shape, except for the top there, where all the pigeons are living. And look at the big old spotlights. Man, I would have loved to come here. The old snack bar was here, but it was like a shell type deal where you went around and parked to watch the movie. Now it's somebody's garage, an old dilapidated Kia, and, well, a swing set. I don't know if you can see that, but the power is still on in this movie tower. It's still on. Wonder what they're doing with it. Pretty freaking neat. And you want to know something? Sam Yakish Jr. and his family lived here when they owned it. Now, that's the coolest thing. If I owned a movie theater like this back in the day, I would totally live in it. No doubt about it. You want to know how many times this thing's been photographed? So many pictures of people driving by or stopping, taking a shot of this. But you can still see the ghost writing of where the letters were when this place was up and operating. I love this thing. Hopefully it never falls down. How many people a day drive by this? Who knows? But now you know the history on the old auto drive-through. Drive-through. I must be hungry. Drive-in. I must be getting hungry. Jeez. But by the late 70s, the place pretty much was dwindling down. They were playing more adult contemporary. That's music. What am I talking about? More adult-driven movies. That's how it should. Now I'm not going into the gutter here. I'm just saying it was more for adults, not kids movies. That's what I was saying. And it pretty much went out of business in the late 70s. But let me ask again, if you're watching this, did you ever go there? I wish I would have. But there is a saving grace. There is one in town. I have all the information to. I've done it before, but I love to cover stuff again when I love the subject. I'm like the mailman. Wind, rain, snow, I get a vlog done. No matter the weather, I gotta get it done. Aspen.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
Where I'm standing is historic. I have the history, when it was built, how long it lasted, who owned it, what was the first movie, what was the last movie, who sold it, what it looks like today, and what it is now. Thank you, Aspen, for being my umbrella. Always trust in the aspen tree. May 17th, 1939, Warner Brothers broke ground right here for the Penn Theater. The Penn Theater stood here for 43 years. Yes, it goes to Burger King now. Mind you, the Orpheum Theater still is standing right across the street. Well, a block away. Here's a fun fact for you. Warner Brothers wanted to name this the Colonel Drake Theater. Well, Oil City already had one. August 27th, 1928. They already had a theater in Oil City named the Colonel Drake Theater. So they named the beautiful Penn right here, the Penn Theater. Brett, I'm here for the adventures. 119 West Spring Street. Check this pic out. The Penn Theater. Man, I wish I could have relived these, well, lived these days, I should say. And cars, photobomb cars. Yeah, check this out. The front doors would have been right here. And this whole building, believe it or not, wait till I show you the pics of how big this building was. This building went all the way down through here, all the way to the abandoned train tracks. Hold on, hold on. My arch nemesis has come out. Wind. Every time. But I gotta show you these pics. Look at this building back in the day where I'm standing by the train tracks. See how big this building was? It comes all the way back to the train tracks. Oh, let me go stand in a spot where old Earl stood. Old Earl Yingling took that shot. Look where the tracks are. This is where Earl stood. The train tracks now stop because, well, Burger King's there. That's a huge building. Think about how big this building is. This pic right here, the corner right here, was a door to the back into the theater, but it come all the way back to here, right beside the Burger King drive-thru. And would you believe there was 935 seats in this bad boy that stood here? I don't know how many screens. I gotta tell you a story. And I'm so stupid. Before I get into all the goodies of what happened to the Penn Theater, when they closed down, I was just a kid. And the town opened it up to have people come in and take what you wanted. People were taking doors, they were taking all the stuff in the lobby there. I was really young. I remember going in with my parents and my brother, and I picked up the door that you took the tickets and ripped them off. A big metal door. I had that thing for 20 some years. I couldn't tell you where it went, but I had a piece of history from the Penn Theater. Here's a red letter date in history, September 31st, 1939. You know what the first movie ever played in the Penn?
From the pages of the book that blasted its way to world acclaim, Warner Brothers bring you the mightiest blast of drama ever put on film.
Dust Be My Destiny, starring John Garfield and Priscilla Lane. Remember Miss Lane's name, because her name comes up again. Over 1,000 people showed up for the premiere of the movie. Mind you, this is the bank. This is the block away from the theater. They lined up down to there. Let's walk this right to the main door. Right here was the main door of the Penn. Can you imagine the line all the way down the block? I better slide over. I'm gonna get hit. I almost got hit last time I did this. But 1,000 people all the way down the block. And let me tell you the prices. They're a bit different from today's theater prices. Adult tickets cost you 25 cents. If you wanted to go to the matinee, hey, give us another dime. 35 cents for the matinee. Kids, 10 cents. If you wanted to go to the matinee for the kids, give us another nickel. 15 cents for the kids' matinee.
What is it? Hey, why it's Buttercup. Popcorn, add some butter to hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight. It's so munchy.
Crisp and crunchy.
You'll enjoy each bite.
Eat butter-drenched Buttercup, popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
1982, the last movie ever to play at the Penn.
Amityville 2, The Possession.
Amityville 2, The Possession. Jeez. Oh, October 1982. What a movie to go out on, right? But anyway, October 1982, the theater shut down. December 1982, the guy filed for bankruptcy. And did you know, Mr. Neff, N-E-F-F, the guy who owned the Penn, and the guy who also owned the auto drive-in out in Cherry Tree, he owned both of them. So in a 15-year period of time, he pretty much filed bankruptcy, and both theaters were gone by the wayside. By 1986, the place was pretty much in shambles, but somebody bought the old theater. People hoping that they would fix it up, but no. 2 years later, 1988, you know what happened. It became the side entrance to the wonderful, beautiful smelling Burger King. I only say that because I've been standing here doing this video and it's making me hungry. Here's a cool fact for you. Burger King, as cool as they are, they contacted Priscilla Lane, the woman who was in the first show at the Penn, and they wanted her to come to Titusville to commemorate Burger King coming to Titusville, to be here, the grand opening of the BK. But she declined. But Burger King, as classy as they are, they sent red roses and a bottle of wine. Now, she died April 4th, 1995. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool though for Burger King to do that. Yeah, she died way after Burger King come in. But we had McDonald's before we had Burger King. Crazy. I remember when this place was a gas station. Eesh. What a drag it is getting old. Think about all the premieres that the Penn missed when they closed down in '82. They missed one of the best movies ever made, Back to the Future. And my personal favorite, they missed the 1987 classic, the best movie ever made, in my mind, 3 O'Clock High.
His name's Buddy Revell.
Oh, my favorite movie of all time. And you need to slide over, dude. I mean, seriously, what? I'm going home. Drivers are crazy today. Well, it's the next day. That was a mistake. I realized when I was editing my video, I looked at my shirt. It was soaking wet. Didn't even think about it. I had to come downtown to get dinner, but I woke up this morning sick as a dog because I was out all day in the rain yesterday. But it was well worth it documenting all the theaters in town, let me tell you. But as far as how I feel right now, not good. Not good. So, let me do the outro in the old Nissan this week. Again, it was well worth it documenting all the theaters. A lot of people, I think, didn't know about all the facts about these theaters. Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool to go over that stuff, to bring up the history, because you can find articles and newspaper clippings and all that stuff, but if you don't go out and film and do this stuff, photo bomb guy, here he comes. There he is, right there. Photo bomb. There he is. But those were the days.
Those were the days, my friend,
when I documented the 3 theaters that were in Titusville. Now, if you're Thurston Howell and you have money and you happen to want to invest in property, you can come to Titusville anytime and start a theater. So we don't got to go to Meadville to go to a theater. I used to go to Cranberry, but you guys know, if you've been watching me a while, me and my family went to the last showing of Cranberry. And I can't remember what movie we watched. Shoot. You know, I often wonder, people that walk by me, they realize I don't film downtown. How many people have walked by in my videos that don't realize they're on my videos? Maybe someday, or sometime, somebody would notice. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you. Oh, did you get the Coke?
I did.
Yay.
It was buy 2, get 2 free.
telling you, Giant Eagle's the best way to go. But I'll see you next Monday at 6 like normal. Hope you all have a good week. And don't go out in the rain, get your shirt soaked, because you'll wake up sick like me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is a daily.